Hi, my name is Eric Gasser. I'm with MTBCornering.com. We teach advanced and intermediate riders how to go around corners really fast in sunny San Diego, California. I wanted to do like a little teardown of what's in my bag. I got a brand new guide bag, and I wanted to kind of run through what's in here, why I chose this bag, and why I've chose certain things in my guide bag. All right, so maybe we'll just start on the outside. One of the things I really like about this bag is the way the suspension, or not suspension, but the way the bag has this outer pouch that actually holds everything together to keep things from moving around in the bag. Seems to work really well. I've ridden with this bag a few times now, and it seems to work really nice. The next thing is I really liked the adjustability. I can move the bag around up and down on my back using these settings. I think it says, just hey, pick one and leave it. It actually comes with a little guide, but I noticed that if I move it up to medium, it sits higher on my back. If I move it down to large, it sits lower on my back and probably right where it's supposed to be. I am 6 foot tall. I'm 200 or 190 pounds ish. Anyways, I really like this bag so far. Next little thing I've got is Garmin InReach Mini. It's a GPS device with an SOS button. Allows you to text outbound and receive texts, and also has the ability to send out a signal if something goes sideways while you're out on the trails. Next thing is this really big pocket here where you can store your helmet. This actually works really well. Also, a downhill helmet sits on here, so I mean you could do a downhill helmet, regular helmet, do kind of whatever you want, and it has all the appropriate straps and support to make it work. The other thing I did is I ordered a first aid kind of logo from Amazon, just to kind of identify with the fact that, hey, this isn't just a regular bag and I don't just have candy in here. I actually have some stuff in here that might be useful if someone gets hurt. All right, so let's get into it. It's got a front pocket that kind of opens in a little shell. I'll show you how that works. I have a notepad with rubber band that kind of holds everything together. I got the Wilderness First Aid little guidebook, waterproof notepad, and then the Adventure Medical Kit handbook, the Wilderness Medicine Handbook. All three of these things, plus the pencil, are really handy. The next thing here is I have a whistle. Also have rain and wind proof kind of outer shell that rolls up in a bag. This thing's been helpful. I've used it quite a few times, especially when weather changes on you and you're out. The other is a waterproof shell that covers the bag. I have that up here instead of down on the bottom, just so it's easier to get to. Alright, let's move on to the main pocket. The main pocket opens this way, and there's a kind of a knit pocket that sits right inside. In here, I have a Crank Brothers multi-tool, a pocket knife with a clip, sunscreen, and a Sharpie. And those are pretty much the things I'll probably call on the most out of this bag if everything goes as planned and I don't need anything else. All right. I've repacked the Adventure Medical Kit in a specific way after taking a few different first aid and wilderness kind of first responder courses. I'm going to do another video just of this because there's a lot of stuff in here, but essentially this bag is the first aid kind of go-to pouch that has everything first aid. There's no other first aid equipment in this bag except for this. Next thing is our evacuation plans, kind of a predetermined route where we do all our cornering, and where the closest routes out are. Also has all of our waivers, and kind of basically it's the go-to pouch in the bag that has everything that has anything to do with medical, emergency, and first responder type information. Has emergency contacts for all our clients the day of the event. All right, so this is something that was fun. I found this at REI. It's actually a toiletry bag, and so far it's working great. I put in this pouch, I have all of my mountain bike tools. In the center, I have candy and treats. These are kind of like, you know, sports beans and goos and things like that. That's just kind of a backup in case somebody forgets, or maybe you got a diabetic that needs a little sugar. The bag, this pouch here on the right has flashlight. And flashlights are important. If you're gonna get one, get a good one. I see too many people having like cheesy flashlights. They pull it out to use it when it's important and it doesn't work. Next thing is a 10-liter waterproof bag. This is great if you have something happen and you need to keep, and it's wet, and you want to put it in your bag but don't want to get everything else wet. You'll have something to put that wet product or materials in. This is a toe strap. Kind of keeps everything together. You'll need one of these. Like I pack it, and then every once in a while I need it, and I'm like, that's why I'm carrying that thing around. So definitely you can get those at any outdoor snow and ski shop. REI sells them. They have their name brand ones too. All right, this is 25 feet of cord. This is used for kind of anything. You can get this at a climbing store. I recommend just going climbing store and tell them, hey, I need 25 or 30 feet of cord, of climbing cord, and they'll know what you're talking about. It's actually not climbing cord. I think it's called just utility cord. The other is waterproof matches. Great for starting a little fire if you need to, especially if you end up stuck out overnight somewhere. All right, then the bike bag, or the bike pocket, 27.5 tube with two 24-inch Velcro straps, stand sealant, heavy-duty tire irons. I highly recommend getting the heavy-duty ones. This is a tire patch. This is great for you get a sidewall blowout, or you get something happen to the tire where the sealant's not going to seal it. You can put that in there and it works really well. This is a derailleur cable and a few zip ties. This is CO2s, but I wrapped it with duct tape. Highly recommend this little trick. Wrap it with duct tape so you have duct tape with you. Wrap it 4, 5, 6 times. You can always unwrap the duct tape and use it if you need to. And then I like kind of bagging things, so this is like little parts and pieces. So this is the CO2 cartridge air delivery mechanism. This is the valve remover. Also have a bacon installer with 5 pieces of bacon. Also have some toe cleats and a headset spacer. Anyways, I keep that in a little bag. Works perfect. All right, that's everything that's in. Oh, and then I've got a full kind of like a volume pump. These are great. Get one that has, if you're gonna get one of these, get one that has the that has the basically a little hose. Because a lot of times you'll put this on the valve, you'll be pumping, and then something will go wrong, and you'll bend the valve, or you end up with another problem where you break the pump. This seems to work really well because you have that extra flexible tubing. All right, I think that wraps it up for this guide bag teardown. If there's anything I missed or that you carry in your bag and you're like, hey, you should carry this too, maybe drop some comments down below. Otherwise, look out for the next video coming up here soon, which will be a medical kit teardown for guides. And that'll do it. I'll see you on the trails. MTBCornering.com, San Diego, California. Bye.